Yeah.
but then on the other side, you also have to think, well, it's not just the week that I'm at this conference; it's the week afterwards when I'm recovering from the conference too. It seems like it's one of those spaces where it's clear that you know it's valuable, but if anyone had to ask you how valuable, you wouldn't be able to put a number on it, which doesn't mean you don't do it. It just means you got to be thoughtful.
I could put a minimum on it because I know there's some like PAX Unplugged. My first PAX Unplugged, that's Suzanne who I was on a panel with. That PAX Unplugged, the person who was introducing me to everyone, wasn't sure because that person could have introduced me on email to a lot of those people. So you don't know how much that would have. It does help a lot to meet them in person, but that person was busy, also very well networked. I didn't want to kind of tag along and be attached to them the whole convention. So I was like, I'm going to try my luck. I went to speak to someone at a booth, and you got to be careful when you go to booths and you want to speak to someone. You're often speaking to booth staff, which is fine. They're great people, but they're not the person who can make the decision. They're like, hey, I work here this week, and then I do another convention for someone else. I'm not from the company. So you got to first find out who you're talking to, because you can waste like 25 minutes and then be like, so I'll give you my card. And they're like, yeah, okay, thanks.
Sure. And it never goes to anyone.
I walked up there and I spoke to the president, which I spoke to booth staff that said, hey, our president's here. And I spoke to him. He was very busy. And so he was like, I'm super busy. Why don't you speak to Suzanne? She's the head of marketing. And then he quickly introduced me. But that was cool because I was a cold prospect to him, but I was introduced by her boss to her. And so I had
There's
like
value there.
I had a moment of her attention, a moment of kind of like, okay, yeah, I'll talk to you because not that she wouldn't have anyway, but they're busy and I'm nobody to them. So and so we spoke briefly. I gave her my card. She asked about, oh, you do creative and performance marketing. That's interesting. A lot of people do one or the other. That could be cool for us because we have some creative needs. And I was like, cool, cool, cool. After the convention, I sent a follow-up email saying, I'm the shiny black card in your pack because I got nice cards done. I wanted to have something memorable about so I did put a little bit of money into a really cool on-brand business card. And that immediately triggered the whole conversation. She replied saying, oh, that immediately reminded me who you are. Would love to have a follow-up meeting. And that I can say I would never have got that client outside of being